Why? Why? Guys, I said this in my last Matrix thing, which I don't know if you saw it. So let me go on a little bit of a rant here as well. Why do studios not understand theatrical windowing? I don't get it. Like, you're a movie fan, you're watching, thank you for hanging out with me and being with me. But like, am I crazy? When I was a kid, I would see it in the theaters, and granted, it would be in the theaters for a long time. And then you'd go to the video store, and you'd be like, oh man, The Matrix is out. I want to watch that again. Right? That's what it used to be. There was windowing. And then even then, you could rent it, but you couldn't afford to buy it yourself. You had to go rent it at the store and see it maybe a few times after you got it, and you were all excited because you rewatched it. And then later, you could, like, it was used or finally for sale at a reasonable price. And then you bought it, and then you had it at home. And then you could put it in whenever you want. And you were proud. You're like, oh, I have this film. But now, today's world, what are we doing? Literally, I don't even have this anymore. Pfft, this is gone. That's gone. Now it's like, oh, Halloween Kills is out. Cool. All right, let me watch. That was okay. I'm going to go tweet. And the movie experience is over. Like, these studios that are making movies and everyone out there who just keep wanting these movies on streaming. Do you not understand that windowing stretches out the longevity of movies? And I know there was like criticism, or they're like Suicide Squad, where James Gunn was like, Jaws. People didn't learn about it in theaters; they watched it later. Yeah, you idiot! Because it was passed down by generations. Because people watched it over and over again in multiple formats. They watched it in droves in theaters that summer because it was like the movie of the year, and it had left a lasting impression. And then it would be re-released in theaters, and then it was out for video, and then it got syndicated on cable, and it was on TV. It had so many opportunities for the film to be released over the years. And you get to relive the experience over and over. So I don't even just take theater experience out of the way, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, after theater experience, it's so annoying. Guys, don't you remember like what it was like to watch a movie in theaters and then be excited to be like, oh, now it's on video? Why don't we still want to continue that? Movies should have multiple opportunities to be promoted, to remind you. I love when I'm scanning through Netflix and I see a movie that I'm like, oh, I never got to see that. That's what put HBO on the market, because HBO was so successful because they had the box office movies every Saturday night. And if you missed it, you could watch it at home, and it was a big deal. And HBO, that was their biggest draw. More than Sopranos, more than anything else, it was those studio relationships they made to have those first-rate movies on cable first. Now, remember, that was already, and that was after it was on DVD and released and in theaters. It's just so stupid to me if these studios want to build more IP, if they want to build more franchises and have valuable libraries, stop exploiting them to death and then releasing them once digitally so then you own it. I'm like, oh, cool. Hey, guys, want to watch this movie with me? Cool, let's watch it real quick. Awesome. Yeah, I already paid for HBO Max, so we don't even have to buy it. Cool. Want to watch it with me? Cool. I mean, this is idiotic. I don't understand why all these things are doing it. They're so desperate for subscribers that they're giving away the whole movie-going experience. It's gone. Like, and I'm curious if I'm just being crazy. Andy, because these streaming platforms need content. That's why. They have so much damn content. We are drowning in content, guys. I don't believe anybody out there, is watching all the goddamn content that's out. We have to, as people, tell them to slow down and stop. I would happily pay for a streaming service that has quality over quantity. Netflix doesn't give a shit. Amazon doesn't give a shit about the quality. They just need content. That's exactly. Thank you for proving my point. So now we're in a world where we just get content. And then a movie like this will just pop up somewhere, streaming, and no one's even going to watch it. Because they're not even going to know, because it's going to be surrounded by F-Boy Island and countless other garbage. And then it's there for a week. Oh, no one clicked on it. Dump it to the bottom of the algorithm. And then the movie's over. Literally, it has like a week now to live. It's like a YouTube video. They're making big budget movies. Matrix Resurrections is going to come out on fucking HBO Max. This is idiotic. This, regardless, I had a big fight. I was getting so frustrated with this guy. I was like, the movie's going to bomb. No, it's a good move. They're going to make more money by streaming it. Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't understand it, guys. We all have to fight for movies more. because it's important. And the reality check is you can still get your movies on HBO Max. So Daniel, I don't watch movies at the theater anymore. I save all year for my new Jordan shoes. Okay, great. I thought you were going to say because you were not feeling safe. My point being, okay, so for Daniel, rather, anybody who doesn't want to go to the movies, okay, fair. That's your right. But don't take away my right to enjoy it over multiple theatrical windows. If you aren't comfortable going to theaters, don't go to the fucking theaters. Wait till it's on HBO Max. Hell, how about we put a middle round? To me, studios, you're so stupid. Put it in the theaters for 45 days, however short you need that stupid window. They're shortening and shortening these windows, and they don't even understand that they're killing their movies. The longevity of their movies, it's dying. The value of movies are dying because they're just spending it and moving on to the next one, spending it and moving on to the next one. If they slowed their shit down, released it theatrical, let there be desire for it, and then hold on to it, and then release it for sale, whether that's physical copies and or digital copies. If you'd like to buy it for the next 6 months, now you can. It's available at home. It's not now, it's exclusively to at home, but you have to pay for that experience. Here it is. Great. Now, I have no problem so far. I'll still keep my HBO Max subscription. You got shows, you got a library, you got other stuff that I want to watch. I'm still keeping it, guys, and I bet you are too. And then 6 months later, hey, everybody, guess what? Pops up on HBO Max. Ba-boom, Matrix Resurrection. Oh, God, I want to rewatch that again. Or, oh, I never got to see it. Suddenly, we get the movie again. And suddenly now, you're promoting it a second time, Warner Brothers. So then that's when people fall in love with the movie even more. And that's when they're like, man, that was good. I wish they'd make another one. Yeah, that's when we have a passion and a fervor for movies, because you keep re-releasing and showing us in different formats. We get it. We enjoy it again. And that's the reality check. And I don't understand why people don't get this. It's so idiotic to me. The studios, the impatient streamers, you are not thinking long-term. You are short-sighted, impatient jerks. If you don't want to watch a movie in theaters right now and you like the convenience at home, then great. Wait till it's your turn to watch it at home. Because a lot of us, movie lovers, we want to fucking see it in theaters. I want to then go I want to feel like I should own that. Who owns movies anymore? They've eliminated it completely, not just because physical media is dead. That's bullshit. Physical media is still a good thing to have, because you never know which streaming service it's on, or shit, they're now pulling episodes of The Office, they're pulling episodes of things because shit's getting canceled. Guys, get physical copies of the things you truly love. I still do. I got Blu-ray behind me of the big, most important movies. Buy them so you have them. Let us fans who are idiots who want to pay for it 3 times, let us buy a ticket. Let us go buy a ticket again. Let our whole family buy tickets. Let our friends buy tickets. Let us have word of mouth so someone else buys tickets. Take all that revenue, and then months later, offer me a chance to buy it. Guess what? You'll be surprised. People will do it, especially if you put it at a reasonable price. So then I've bought a ticket of a movie I liked. I maybe saw it twice, and then I bought it. Meanwhile, I've still had an HBO Max subscription throughout this whole friggin' time. And the value of your movie has gone up. And you've gotten revenue from me 3 times. I mean, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Why does the math not make sense to anybody else? And then when it shows up on HBO Max, voila! Oh my God, that movie I love, it's finally available streaming. I'm going to sit and watch it again. I mean, am I nuts? Am I nuts? I don't understand it. This idea that now Halloween Kills, you just killed your movie. You just killed your movie. No one has Peacock. Universal, no one cares about Peacock. I bought Peacock for The Office, which I loved watching on Netflix, but I forget I have Peacock. I think I'm paying $5 or it came free with, I don't even know. So maybe fine, you're getting my $5, but I never use your service. That's what you want to be known for? That's where you want to throw your premium movies onto a service that some of us forgot to subscribe to? That's the new Hollywood business model. Oh, what a wonderful studio. Good job. No one cares about Peacock. It's not a thing. Stop making it happen. Was the line in Mean Girls? It's just idiotic for them to be like, well, we got nothing, so just put the movies on it. Put the movies on it. Hurry up. Put all our best movies on, quick, so people can watch it in a week and then forget about it. Well, crap, what are we going to do the next week? I don't know. Jurassic World, put it on there, quick. Guys, we live in a world where literally Peacock is so desperate for content. They might take Jurassic World Dominion, which, I mean, guys, that's going to be a fucking theater movie that should be in theaters for like 6 months to get as many tickets as possible before you allow people to then go have the opportunity to buy it and rewatch it like they want. But no, these fucking studios are so short-sighted. They're going to be like, we need put Dominion on Peacock. For what? Because then you think we're going to go subscribe to Peacock and suddenly go watch Psych, the dumb series that I keep... What the fuck is this dumb shit? Have you guys seen the garbage that is like, oh, I'm going to watch the Punky Brewster reboot now that I've watched Halloween Kills? Like, they don't even have like a good horror content there. Like it's so idiotic. I'm ranting. I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated as a movie lover that people, you aren't seeing this. Take the red pill and realize we are losing the importance of movies, of media, of storytelling. We're watching it so it's all digestible garbage, just flipping through streaming services, death scrolls that nothing means anything anymore. And studios, you keep clamoring that there's no good. Oh, we need IP. No, we're desperate for good stories. When a show like Queen's Gambit suddenly pokes through, and we find it, and we watch it, and we're invested, and we're like, holy shit, what is this show about chess? We find it. We want to watch it. That show costs nothing, and it was probably Netflix's best performer. Why? Because someone had a really good idea, really great cast, short and sweet, send it out. That's what we need. We need strong storytellers and studios and platforms that will fight for good content. A24 is doing it. HBO used to do it. Guys, HBO used to be the quality channel. You knew when a new series was out, an HBO series, like, oh, that's going to be good. You know who's doing that? And I will give them credit. Apple. Apple is not just throwing a bunch of shit out. They have some really good shows. Morning Show is really fantastic. Ted Lasso. I know a lot of people love C. I didn't really get into it, but I hear it gets better. But here's a show that is investing in creators and content that, you know, I'm actually like, I go check it out sometimes. Then they go make Cherry, the Russo brothers movies. I didn't love it, but I appreciate that they're taking big swings. They're worried about the storytellers, and good on them. No one else has the money or the balls to like sort of just slow play it to give us good content. But look, it's crazy to me. When I see stuff like this, I'm getting more and more frustrated because it just reeks of desperation. And it's sad for the filmmakers and everyone involved. Now, Halloween Kills might not be the best movie, fair. But this idea that they need to release a day and date and kill their prospects of a theatrical opportunity, which I think this movie would have done okay in theaters. I really do. I think it would have been this movie couldn't have been that expensive. And they would have made a lot more money in theaters doing it this way. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they're doing this because they're desperate, guys. They're desperate for you to watch Peacock, and we're not watching Peacock. And sorry, I guess there's some Psych lovers in here. I didn't mean it. But anyway, wow, you really, guys, you caught me in a rant. You caught me in a rant, and I've been holding all this in. I'm so mad as a movie person, as someone who wants to love movies. I'm so sick of the same shit over and over again. And I'm going to break down more movies I love. Stop doing all the news crap. Just look at this reboot and this. Enough. I'm going back to the movies. It's happening. I'm going to get there. It's just hard to do, but we're going back. Come back to the movies with me because I think it's important we not forget. Movies mean something. They do to a lot of us. I've been collecting VHS tapes. I got stacks of them because I want to remember and hold on to my movies more importantly than these stupid scrolling through. Is it on this platform? Is it on that platform? I can't watch VHS anymore, but I love that I have this because this was a fantastic movie, the first one. I have Jurassic World, E.T., Total Recall, Home Alone. I got all these movies behind me because they're important. They mean something. What movie would we need more movies that we want to buy. I really think that's the key to it. And studios need to realize that. Having movies that are just available on streaming because they're just all there in a universal digital queue of things that mean nothing takes away our passion for it, our obsession with them. It's just one of another countless options that we lose track of. I really am sad that the studios are not understanding the value of just not only the theatrical experience, but stretching movies out to have multiple viewings and opportunities to fall in love with these movies. Not just one time, but multiple times. It's really sad, and it bums me out. Now, granted, you could argue, Andy, you can watch it multiple times while you're streaming, sure, but the studio will not make as much money, and that's what this game's all about. It's all about the money. They're all looking for a short-sighted goal to beat Netflix, but I think they're all going to regret that, and they're all just going to the three biggest will all absorb, and we'll have one or two, and that's ultimately what's going to happen. But it's crazy. What's the last movie you watched that you would buy? I want you to answer that question. Be honest. Think about it. Last movie you would have bought. You're like, you know what? Or maybe you did. Or you're like, you know what? I should. What's the last movie you have that you would buy to proudly display as a movie collector, as a movie lover? What would it be? Tell me down below in the comments. I'm going to clip this portion now for the people that are watching because I think that rant was pretty exciting. Go check out my rant. If you want to learn about the video games, a lot of other stuff we're going to talk about, stay tuned. I will be doing that live here. If you haven't already, support this channel, support more rants, hit the join button. You can watch the full live streams. I'm going to let some callers come in and everything else. Hit that. It'll help support the channel. If you're watching live, guys, don't go anywhere. We're not done. Thank you guys so much for watching, though, here on Popcorn Planet.